Okay, we're live.
We are live.
So hey everybody, and welcome to Tales of a Kiss Geek. So once again, I am joined by Eric.
Yes.
What's
up,
Eric?
everyone? Also known as Sam Loomis.
Sometimes Eric.
Yeah, sometimes Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple also personalities here.
Yeah, so you're the real Sam Loomis.
I am the real Sam Loomis. Come and get me, guys. Bring it on, bitch. Just kidding. I think whoever's getting accused of being Sam Loomis, it's more about like, because obviously those guys, the villain cult or whatever they're called, is like they want everyone to be Sam Loomis because they think that that's who's going to get busted by Kiss or whatever. And it's just like, so that's why they're trying to make it sound
just
like I'm
to stop you for a quick second. I'm hearing a little lag. I don't know if it's on my end or on your end. If anybody can put it in the chat.
Yeah, everything sounds fine on my end. Are you hearing like a delay or something?
No, it's just like a glitchy lag. Coey is here. Hopefully, hey Coey, and hopefully he can let us know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
at all. Sorry to cut you off, but I just didn't
no, you're good.
That you said.
Yeah, I want to make sure the audio's good because like I'm hearing everything on my end. It sounds kind of good, but like yeah. But anyway, I was saying, what were they saying? Like, yeah, the Sam Loomis, like everyone wants to make someone out to be Sam Loomis so that they can possibly get them in trouble or something. So it's like that's why he was trying to make it sound like on their podcast, they're trying to make it sound like I'm admitted that I admitted that I'm Sam Loomis, and so therefore I'm going to have the heat come down on me. Well, I was just joking that I'm Sam Loomis. That's why I made that's why we say we are all Sam Loomis as a joke, It's just like, I'm not really Sam Loomis. And I have no problem proving that. If the feds come knocking on my door, they can go through my computer, my laptop. They'll see I don't have any 3 terabyte hard drive. I got this right here. This is my hard drive. It's a 2 terabytes,
It doesn't quite look like 3 terabytes.
Oh shit, there goes my picture somehow went out. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, your picture just went the second that mine my audio came back.
Yeah, it says my camera's unplugged for some reason.
I think Sam Loomis is upon us, and he's
I think so too.
He has his fingers in the stream.
Yeah. Why is my camera not working? It's saying my camera's unplugged, but my thing's plugged in. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, I just want to ask while you're there, can you hear everything?
Yeah, I can hear everything. Yeah, I can hear everything. I guess I'm just the audio version right now. Can you see me, guys? Can you actually see?
I can't see you, Eric.
Yeah. Oh well. Because it's saying my camera was unplugged, but I don't see it's unplugged. So I don't know. It's weird.
Why don't you try the age-old turn it off and turn it back on?
Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to plug it back in. We'll see if that works.
We're definitely live.
We're definitely live. This is what happens at a live show, everyone.
Yes.
But anyway, what were we talking about today? What's the main thing we're talking about? This mysterious...
This is our strategy because we're just trying to fill more people into the chat.
Well, sex, I wanted to show off my Gene Simmons action figure too, damn it.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I bet you'll get it back. Okay, Cody is saying try change the input from standard to your camera or something. It might work. Yeah. No, I wanted to touch on a few things today. Obviously some bombshells have dropped, and Eric, me and you were talking off the air that time about certain something. I wasn't. That's not what this live stream was initially about. I actually planned to go live because of the other thing, and then you dropped the bombshell just after that. So we'll get into it all. But what did you think? Just a quick question. What did you think of the video that Andrew Sgambati made of Rock and Roll All Night?
Yeah, so that I thought it was really good. It made me really, because I was always the type of Kiss fan who loves that song, but also was very sick of that song because it's a song you hear all the time, and you're like, oh, okay, that song again. But watching the way he did the video, it just it made me like really like it. The song where I watched it like maybe 20 times, I'm like, okay, cool, and it made the song sound fresh and new and stuff like that. And I did notice So I ended up getting Kissology. I'm late to the game with this whole Kissology stuff. So I finally got a Kissology 1, and I bought it for $10 used on Amazon. And it came in really good shape, and it's just the 2 discs or whatever. But I did notice the Rock and Roll All Night video on there, like the promo, and then they did, I think I Want You or something. It might have been another song, but no, it was probably Rock and Roll All Night and some other song. But I noticed the video is kind of similar to Andrew's, but I noticed that one doesn't fade out and doesn't have the guitar solo. So it looks like Andrew took that whenever that was done, because I think the idea was he wanted to make it look like a music video, like as if it was released on MTV or something. And I thought he did a really good job doing that because he extended it and made it like longer than what we saw in that Kissology. So, yeah.
I don't think that was the Alive track.
Probably not the live track. Yeah, it sounds like if I remember reading in the description, didn't he say he used the live audio or something? I don't know. Like I kind of can't remember the description, but he describes how he did it. Yeah, it sounded really good, and it sounded nice and crisp and clear. The way the visuals looked, you know. And just wish I could get this camera to work. It is so bizarre.
That's crazy because you had it and then it just seemed to drop.
Unless I just, as I say, maybe I'll use my laptop camera. But hold on.
It'd be funny if you got it back and then my camera went.
I know, right?
Then we definitely know we're cursed.
Yeah, right.
Well, I was really impressed by the footage though, and I was watching it and I don't remember seeing any of that stuff. So obviously none of that footage had seen the light of day before. Or do you know anything about it? And with that, it's just myself. Eric has abandoned ship. Look at that. I've been stood up by Mr. Eric. Let's see. Coey is helping out in the chat. We're definitely live. This is what goes on all the time in live streams. And let's see. Do we have Mr. Eric back? Hello.
Yes. I am. Hold on. I'm getting delay.
If it's not the camera, it's the mic.
Let me see here.
Thanks, Coey. I'll let you take that Tim comment if you would like to, Eric.
What's that?
Tim wants to know, does anybody know where the list of the 3 terabyte hard drive is?
Let's see here.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's on Kiss FAQ. Now, I haven't seen it on FAQ, but I think it is from what I hear. Oh. Coey bought the same mic as you yesterday, and it also has a webcam, he says. I can't hear you. Your mic is off. We're definitely having some trouble tonight. Yeah, it's definitely a live stream. At least, though, it will make what could be a 40-minute video into an hour or over, because it's looking like we're going to have a bit of hokey pokey going on. So hopefully we get things back on track soon. And look, it's par for the course with live streams as well. So yeah, hang tight and let's hope we get everything back together. Feel free to chime in on the chat, and I'll throw it up as well. Yes, definitely, Coey. There is no success without trouble. Definitely. Where are you about, Coey? Where are you from? I think you told me before, but if I was relying on this brain, then I wouldn't be... I forget what I was going to say. So, yeah, we've definitely been cursed. Or else this is Eric's plan the whole time. I'm going to go in and sabotage Glenn's show. And I'm just saying, Eric,
hello?
This must be your plan the whole time.
This is so weird. I don't know why. It's acting up too weird.
Yeah.
This is bizarre. Yeah, I just hope my thing ain't messed up.
No, now I can hear you, but you're just on like a black screen.
Yeah, but I'm also getting a bad delay.
Oh, I hear your delay as well now.
Yeah.
That's funny because you started off fine.
Yeah. There's got to be something I did. Okay, hang on. I'm going to log out and then just continue on, and I'm going to try to get in, and I'm going to try to sound better.
Sure. No stress.
All right, guys.
It's funny. You couldn't plan this stuff. Well, you can plan it, but then it could all go extremely, extremely wrong. So look, it's just all live streams. So everybody in the chat, we've got Tim. Let's see, we've got Tim here. We have got Coey here. Anybody else in the chat? Andy is here as well. And yeah, and then you have myself and Eric, of course. So yeah, if anybody wants to chime in on chat, it's just me and you, sans Eric. So Coey said he is born and living in Sweden, in Gothenburg, but I'm about 75% Finnish. I love that. Coey, I don't know if we're around the same age, but I love that Finnish band, Reckless Love. Do you know them? They're really, really cool. They're one of the bands that I would actually follow quite a bit and collect a lot of their music and stuff. And actually, they tend to play a lot over in the UK and England and stuff. So I was looking at going over to there. If I'm not mistaken, they're there at the minute. I think they just played Manchester. I think so. Yeah, look at that. Reckless Love, love them. Yeah, I had a friend actually years ago that he was in the same gym that Ollie Herman was in, the singer of Reckless Love, over in I'm not sure exactly where they are in Finland. You would know, of course, I'm sure. But yeah. So I was here to talk some Kiss. Anybody here want to talk about some Kiss with me? This must be Devereaux. Devereaux. He's definitely behind the controls. Right, let's see. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah. So where were we?
So it was great to have you on the show, guys.
Yeah,
I want to say thanks.
I know, right? You know, later on, I think you can actually edit through the YouTube thing or whatever. You can actually, after this thing is done, but it takes two days for people to see the edited version, so you can kind of chop out all that nonsense if you wanted to. But people like the live crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
So where were you left off at? Because I didn't get the chance to hear what you were talking about while I was gone because I was setting up the thing. So I had to click off your channel.
We got into everything. We got into.
Oh shit! I'm all relate to the game, motherfucker.
No, I was talking to Coey about where he's from, and he said he's from Sweden, but he's 70. Here you go. He's 75% Finnish. Can you see those comments come up as well for you?
Yeah, you know, I noticed that like when I did that in the group, the Kiss Army group, I was like, hey, where's everybody from? And I see a lot of people from Sweden. Yeah, so I was surprised to see a lot of Australians, a lot of Swedens. No Portland, Oregon. I'm like, where's everyone at? Where's all the Kiss fans in Portland, Oregon? Like,
it's just go hang out. Black and blue.
Yeah, and I was even trying, black and blue. And I was trying to find do they even do Kiss conventions here in Portland? But I didn't see anything going on. So because it's like they go on everywhere else, but they don't come to Portland unless anyone knows out there that there's a Kiss convention that normally goes on every year here in Portland.
I don't know.
I'd like to know because I'll set up a Kiss Army's Revenge booth and sell some Sam Loomis t-shirts.
That would be cool. And
capitalize on that shit. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, like you know,
see on the news for all the bad.
You know, it's a trip. I was going to show these action figures I got, and I noticed you're wearing Gene and I'm wearing Ace. But I set these aside earlier. But look, I got the Ace and I got the Gene figures.
Are they the new Walmart things?
They're the BST. I don't know if do you get these in Dublin, the BST figures? So no. It says it's Destroyer Tour, but I noticed Gene. It looks like new Gene on the picture. Or
it looks like Monster.
Yeah, like oh damn, there goes the damn stupid camera again. What the hell do they keep doing that for? Anyway, so we're gonna just wing it. We'll just do the audio.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, sure. Well, no, I want to talk with the whole. They were cool. That was funny. That's because you strategically got those in.
Yeah. And then we're wearing the shirts like you're wearing Gene. I'm wearing Ace. Dang.
Yeah. No. Well, you obviously like the Rock and Roll All Night video. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Well, you know what I got to do? I just got to change the settings.
You came back for like a flash that time.
There we go. Yeah. So here's what happened. So what happened? I guess.
Yeah.
So what happened? They got bumped up to my webcam. It's on my laptop because I have the other external cam on top of that. So I guess it somehow it changed the settings whenever my phone fell. So
okay.
that's crazy. Hey, but you know, everyone's talking about this 3 terabyte drive. Guess what I got? 900 terabytes of Kiss footage right here. I got this from Gene Simmons. Everyone knows I know Gene Simmons. This is 900 terabytes. I am the hoarder, motherfuckers.
I wonder if Gene Simmons is going to make an appearance on tonight's live stream.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's see.
Yeah. You should.
Maybe his camera won't work either.
Yeah, I should call Gene up. Hey, Gene, come on live right now if your camera works.
Yeah,
I guess on that 900 terabyte, there's like footage of Gene taking a dump. I mean, there's like all kinds of like footage, man. That's like that Kiss fans would love to see, you know. Gene Simmons banging groupies and stuff, and yeah. I think there's a share sex tape. I think shit.
Oh god,
900 terabytes. Do they even make a 900 terabyte drive?
I don't want to find out.
You know, right?
Coey is stirring the pot, saying, "Eric, share about the live stream in your Facebook group, so a lot more people will see it."
Oh yeah,
that's your choice.
Oh, you mean the stream right here? Yeah,
I believe so. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe I'd have to get Glenn's permission if I could download and bootleg his show, and I could put it on mine.
I want 70% of everything.
Yeah, I'll give him the royalties. I thought that was kind of cool that Andrew did touch base on that last night. About, you know, where his footage when he gets all those views, and then when because his channel is monetized, and you know, I tend to believe him about that the money would go to UG or Universal Music or whatever, because that is how it works. If you don't own the footage, then you can set it up to where whatever ad revenue gets made, which, you know, ain't like a lot of money, but it's some money, and it's going to go to whoever licensed it, you know.
Yeah.
And the fact that he does those stuff for as a fan, there should be no reason why his stuff is getting chopped down, or anybody's channels getting chopped down like a Necromonium. Those are fan made films, and
that was blasphemous.
Yeah, and whoever this guy is, you know, obviously we knew who it is, you know, but we don't want to say his name, I guess. Well, we might as well say his name. Everyone else knows it. Gooch, you know, is out there striking videos.
I know. Some of you people might be wondering why I decided to go live anyway. And Eric, if you want to check out what Cody just said there, it's totally up to you. You have my
you know, I can't see the chat on my side, but I can see that what just popped up. I mean,
okay,
like make a post and write, "Hey, I'm live streaming right now." Oh, I guess I could do that, huh?
Yeah, it's up to yourself, or even after the fact if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's cool as well.
I did let some people know in the group, Kiss Army's group, but
yeah. Well, some people might know that Eric dropped a bit of a bombshell yesterday. However, that's not the reason why I decided to go live. I actually set up this live stream before that happened because something else struck my interest. So I'm going to read a post that Andrew Sgambati put up on Facebook. So this is purely just his post. So he says, "Sadly, Kurt Gooch has come after me and my work, and he's been wrongly claiming ownership of videos in order to disable channels. Tonight alone, he claimed that my original greatest show on earth was his as well, and the unreleased iVideo that belongs to Kiss. That being said, I will not remain silent any longer. It's time to name names. Bum, bum, bum."
Yeah.
The 3 terabyte hard drive was sold to me in June of this year, which I didn't know. This drive contained footage Kurt found or claims he owns. This drive also contained master files from Kiss's archives Kurt stole during the creation of the Kiss documentary. He later sold it for profits. Just before I got the drive, rare shows edited for Kurt began appearing for sale and trade. So this is the post that he put up, and basically he's saying his final closing words: "Come at me, I may be the first to speak up, but I'm not the last." So that was a bit of a boom. I'm gonna touch on this topic. What do you think about that? I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, and I kind of asked Andrew about that a little bit. I say, aren't you worried that, you know, you're kind of admitting to having stolen property, and what, aren't you afraid that you'd be on the chopping block? But he just said, like, so be it. Like, somebody's got to speak up, and I kind of get his point on that. At the same time, it's like, well, maybe these people didn't know, and maybe Andrew's one of them. Maybe they didn't know, because if the story is that this Gooch guy was selling it to an individual, saying that, hey, you and I are the only one that has this footage, and I'm sure Gooch ain't gonna say, hey, I stole this from Kiss, you want to buy it off me? You know, I'm sure he's saying that, you know, like, he's known as a guy that has footage because he licensed stuff out and everything. So maybe whoever bought it from him is thinking, oh, maybe Gooch just wants to offload some of his footage for some profit. Sure, I'll buy it off you, dude. Oh, but we're the only ones that has it. Cool. So whoever's buying it maybe didn't know it was stolen until afterwards. And again, we don't even know if it was stolen. Again, this is all alleged. My curiosity is that why isn't Gooch coming on any of these podcasts and telling his side? That's all I want to know. Like, we keep out hearing everybody throwing these names about and who's responsible and who's doing this. But Gooch is just in the shadows, just kind of watching it all, sending his goons out like the villain cult to attack everybody and badmouth them and try to call their work and get them fired because they can't handle a little troll battle or whatever. So they have to be a bunch of Karens and try to get people fired like myself, And it's just crazy that this Gooch guy is not coming out. And part of me thinks that it's because he probably is really guilty and he doesn't want the extra heat. But I don't know.
Well, I thought it was crazy that Andrew actually has a copy of the 3 terabyte hard drive. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, me neither. That was news to me too. And I think everyone always probably suspected he was one of them. Who knows? I don't know. Like, obviously people think he's Sam Loomis. Look, here's the reason why I don't think Andrew is Sam Loomis. There was maybe in the beginning before I knew the guy, and I don't really know him personally. We just, we're Facebook friends or whatever. And just to confirm, like even last night, some people were trying to say that he's in our Kiss Armies group. I want to confirm that he's not in our group. He was there in the very beginning. Maybe that's where people are getting at, but he bailed out, and he was kind enough to message me and tell me why he bailed out. And it was because of the drama and stuff. And I said, yeah, man, no problem, man. It's like, I get it. You want to keep that heat off you, man. But, we can still be Facebook friends or whatever. I was always a fan of his work. I didn't know him personally, but I was always a fan of those movies that he made. And I started watching him again over the weekend because I'm thinking like, I better watch him now again before Gooch takes him down. So maybe I can download him and just watch him for myself or whatever. But the reason why I don't think he's Sam Loomis is because he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that would play games like that. Like, he doesn't strike me the kind of guy that would, like, I don't think he's a Sam Loomis that's at least emailing me with the big fonts and saying, hey, Eric, let's drop this video at the same time. And, just making like a fun game out of it. Gooch and Roy are the site, or Gooch and his disciples, we got to take them down. That's what, this Sam Loomis tells me and stuff. And it's like, it doesn't strike me as something Andrew would do. Like, just by looking at his personality and the way he talks, and just even last night when I saw him on PRC, he just doesn't strike me as that kind of guy he just seems like he just wants to be done with all this and just move on and just make his Kiss fan films that he's really good at doing. So
I wonder if Sam Loomis is really a Kiss fan as well,
though. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, I would imagine that's probably why he would buy the footage. So, it all started out as thinking like, is this Sam Loomis guy someone who's pissed off at this Gooch guy or whatever for lying to him, and this is why he's releasing all this stuff? That's what it seemed like in the beginning, but now it's starting to look like there's probably, especially Andrew's post saying that he was one of the buyers. There's obviously multiple buyers, and I've always heard that too, that there's been multiple buyers of this hard drive. And so maybe it's a network of people. Maybe it's like Anonymous, those guys that wear the Guy Fawkes masks, that hack into computers. Maybe this is the Kiss Army's version of Anonymous, and it's probably a network of different Sam Loomises. And I started thinking about that. I was like, well, the Sam Loomis that I've talked to by email, he did use 2 different emails. The first one, then he got shut down, and then after the creatures came out, that he disabled that email and then started emailing me again with a different email. So that could be 2 different Sams I'm talking to, but maybe they just have it where they all say, okay, when you talk to people, you got to use the big fonts or all caps or whatever. You gotta like Andrew said, you gotta sound like a 12-year-old talking or whatever, or an 8th grader.
I think the whole thing is crazy.
It is. It's totally crazy. Let's see. Sam Loomis is a chap called Rick from YouTube channel called All For You Demon. Huh.
That's it's all speculation. Rick is actually a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that channel. It's All For You Demon.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I probably came across it. Like, I'm starting to come across a lot of stuff I probably missed now since all of this stuff has happened. Like, obviously I've seen your channel before, but like now I'm actually seeing it like, big time. I've come across your channel in the past, but since it's Sam Loomis, I'm starting to get to know everybody and sort of, the underground part of the Kiss fan world.
It's not really in my favor that apparently me and Andrew Sgambati have a similar look to.
Yeah, you guys do like same like hair and the same face structure, and it's like. You guys have better hair than me, man. It's like, oh, damn it.
We both get called Rory Gallagher as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rory Gallagher.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch him on, or did you watch Andrew, I should say, on podcast Rock City last night?
Yeah, so I did watch that, and I thought I thought he handled himself pretty well. I know he was taking a lot of heat from some people, and even I'm looking at the comments today. It sounds like I see one of the villain cult guys trying to go at him and stuff, and it's just like I guess he still thinks he's Sam Loomis or some shit. It's like, come on, guys. I could read body language, he said. I could read the guy's body language. I could tell he's Sam Loomis. It's like, well, I read body language too because I'm an alcohol and drug counselor, and part of my job is to read a person's body language while I'm doing the assessment. And I'm just not picking that up from Andrew that he's Sam Loomis. I don't know. I could be wrong. And if he is, then bravo that he actually played such a great game. Same thing I say about Roy Dam. Like if people are saying Roy Dam is Sam Loomis, and if he isn't, hell yeah, dude, I'll bow to you. I was like, that was the best game you ever played. You actually tried to call and get me fired and everything, and you're sending me kiss videos. And it's like, come on, dude. It's like that's a great game you played. You win. So
I think what needs to happen is if someone really has if someone's so like down on it's Andrew, that's Sam Loomis or whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever has Sam Loomis's email needs to contact him at the exact same time that they contact Andrew.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I guess I could try that since I have the Sam Loomis email. But I did email Sam Loomis yesterday to say, hey, what's all this about? Did you catch whatever's going on with Andrew and all this stuff? And could always just email the Sam Loomis just to like he's like my secret friend, but he never responds back. So it's like,
well, I see that his YouTube channel is still actually up.
Yeah, this YouTube channel is still up, so it looks like he's still, maybe he's again. He says he's coming back Halloween, so maybe he's sticking to that word and he's keeping that channel up. If you notice now, he uses like a profile picture, like because before it was just the S with the green circle, but now he's using like an actual picture. So, and that could be a different Sam Loomis that we've known from the past. So, but they're part of the same network. Yeah. I kind of like it. I kind of like the mystery, but at the same time, it's like,
I don't really want to know though. And
yeah, me too.
I don't like. I've said it before. My reasoning that I don't want to know is because the second we know this is the moment all of this stops.
Yeah, it stops, and then the fun is no longer there, and the videos will stop, and
yeah, it's kind of like you find out who the villain is at the end of the book, and then what do you do? You close the book.
Yeah. Or you find out what Kiss looks like when they finally take their makeup off. Oh, no way. But that was cool. Yeah. But they still at least put out good music. Most of it anyway. Yeah.
Kobe says cool Funko Pops and figures in the background.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Thank you. I bought one or two one time, and all of a sudden, next thing I found myself buying more and more. And all of a sudden, I got to stop because it's like, I just found myself clicking on. And so I got characters that are like music I don't even listen to. I got BTS figures. I got Britney Spears, but then also I got the Kiss ones and Ghost and all the other.
Do you ever see those YouTube channels of people that collect the Funko Pops?
Yeah, and I see like they have like a freaking house filled with it. Yeah, so I had to stop myself before I got to that point because I was getting a little out of hand. If you see my living room, it's like
posters.
Oh yeah, the Abbeth, and I got Ghost back there. In the Kiss Dynasty, which is Paul Stanley's stars on the wrong side.
Of his face, it's on the wrong side.
Yeah, if you look at it, so you can tell that I had a friend that sent me that banner, which is a good friend of mine. But I told me, hey, Paul Stanley's stars on the wrong side, and he must have got it at a county fair or something, or like in China.
That's annoying.
Yeah,
it's the kind of thing that the second someone says it to you can never unsee it.
Yeah, now you can't unsee it. Probably at the bottom it says "Made in China."
Oh God!
Yeah,
made by Sam Loomis.
Yeah, made by Sam Loomis. He got the star wrong.
Have you seen the list of stuff that's come out of supposedly?
Yeah, so that's interesting too. Somebody posted like a little highlight of some of the videos that in the Kiss Army group, Revenge group, and I thought that footage looked really, really interesting. There was like some Lick It Up tour from 1984, bunch of stuff from 1977 that looked like they could be full shows, So
there was, I should have pulled this up earlier.
What's that?
There was a lot of cool 74 stuff. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, that's what I saw. 74, maybe even some 75.
There was one of Playboy Video Magazine from 86.
Okay.
Asylum Pro Shop Concert 86.
Oh damn, that would be cool.
Just just crazy stuff. Like I saw there was an interview with Gene and Paul for the solo albums, and I didn't know they had ever done something like that.
Yeah,
Now, who knows if this stuff is real?
Yeah. So we'll see. Cause I think I saw one of the lists where it just said movie, like a big line of like it didn't have any really specific titles. And like, okay, what's that about? But then that's where the Second Coming footage was. It was just like AQU with a bunch of different. There wasn't no descriptive information. Someone was telling me that, or someone said something about there was like a full Hampton something show, maybe 96 in Hampton. That there was 44 minutes of that, but then I think that wasn't on there because I didn't see that on there, and I really don't know, like, because I could see the Kiss footage on there and not know where they're playing at. I'm just not that good at like spotting, like some people can like tell exactly where they're playing, when it was, and what date it was. But to me, it's like it all kind of looked the same in the outtake footage, like whatever they were playing. So, but that's just me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments as you're talking as well.
Yeah.
Battle Station Torpedo says, it'll blow my mind, Glenn, but the bell on Fractured Mirror is Ace on the guitar. Yeah, it's a cool sound that he got with the 12-string mix with the 6.
Oh, yeah.
I think he says something like in his book that he turned the 6-string that he's actually playing all the way off and the 12-string all the way on.
It's possible.
The resonation of it picked it up.
Possible.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's possible. I've done things by accident, and like I do this thing on the guitar where I do like a finger tap, and it sounds like a flute, like I did on my one song "Furious," and it sounds like a Indian flute or whatever. And there's the way I was tapping it, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. It sounds like a Native American instrument, but it's just me finger tapping." So I kept it.
Maybe if you played the flute, you could sound like Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was like, and I was doing like the Arabian scale on it, so it was like it sounded really cool, like a.
So you would know all the. Like you've been classically trained in a sense, have you?
No, I haven't really been classically trained. I just know like some basic music theory. I've always known the bass. I always say you got to know your guitar. Like you got to know all the notes. You got to at least know all the notes because especially if you want to communicate with other musicians. If I say, "Hey, give me a 7th, E7 or whatever in the 7th position," you'll know where to play that. Or like in the key of B minor, you'll know where to play that. So I just and I'm ear trained. I don't know how to read music, but I just play everything by ear. So
yeah.
The problem with that is I could tell when things are out of tune. I could tune my guitar to A440 without using a tuner.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so and that's just from years of just knowing what the A sounds like in A440, and actually, singing along to it.
My trick that I do if I'm ever tuning to E flat is like I don't know if you have certain songs in your head that you'll hear.
Yeah.
And you base like say like if I want to hear a D chord,
I'll
always think of Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah,
that's an E flat.
Yep.
Or like God of Thunder for E.
Yep,
like
that's how I used to do. And that's how I got to learn my ear training. Is like I would say if I want to tune in A, and I would like hear I don't know if I wanted to tune A440, but I wanted to hit the open E, and then I would do Master of Puppets in my head. So and I would hear that in my head and then tune my guitar to that. Or any kind of song that fades on a chord that like you said, the D, whatever, and then just tune it to that. Because your inner ear is what you're hearing. The tones that you're hearing, and those are real tones that you're hearing in your inner ear, So.
And what kind of just before we jump back into the whole Louis Loomis stuff, what kind of guitars do you play yourself?
So I got my favorite guitar. I got the Jackson 10X, Jackson 10X. I guess I'm really bad with the brand names, but it's the Jackson Adrian Smith's series, the emerald green. Yeah, I got that with the stimulus check from COVID. so I do thank COVID for that nice guitar, when we got those stimulus checks and from the government.
I have one of those as well. I got a guitar during the pandemic and it's my baby now.
Oh yeah, which one is that?
I'll show you because it's one of those guitars, the one that you always have beside you so you can play it.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Oh, the Les Paul, yeah. Yes, I need to get another Les Paul. Yeah, that's a real Les Paul, huh? That's
gorgeous, yeah. And there's some nice flame on it as well. You're getting it's hitting the light there. I don't know how you can see that.
Yeah, I need to get another Les Paul. I miss playing I used to love playing the Les Paul shape guitar. I never had a real Les Paul, but I've always played like an Epiphone or a shaped knockoff. And I've always played cheap guitars. I never like that guitar I just bought for the Adrian Smith one was probably the most expensive guitar I bought in a long time because on stage back in my old band Will-O-Wisp, we used to do some crazy stuff on stage, so my guitars would just get wrecked, So it's like as long as it feels good and it sounds good, and I'm good. I don't care what brand it is if it's $100 guitar.
I want to just bring up something really quick, right? Because Cody just said it in the chat. Did you see what Cody just said?
pube burst.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why that is, right? He's
Like,
actually referring to something in particular. So I'm in a band called Walker. It's my last
yeah.
name.
Uh-huh.
And one day, I brought it to rehearsal. Hey guys, my new guitar. And
Yeah.
actually, I think it was months after, like when we were actually able to get together. And
It's my BC
uh,
Rich.
oh, lovely! Is that a Mockingbird? Bird?
Yeah. This was like one of the first guitars I got, and when I moved here to Portland, my brother bought it for me for my birthday.
Nice. If that was red, Slash would play it, and you could be.
Yeah,
red.
right. It's a nice
Yeah,
guitar. But what
that's
were you
pretty
saying?
cool.
You were saying about the pubes.
Yeah, so I brought it to rehearsal one day, and the guitar player, like Keelan, is the guitar player of the band, and he
Yeah.
looked at it and he went, "Oh, that's gorgeous! I really like it." And then he said to me, "But why is there a hair in it?" And I
Oh
said,
yeah.
"What?" Yeah, I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, and let me, because even
Oh
I'm trying to find it.
oh
I
shit.
don't know if you're ever gonna see this, right?
Yeah.
Can can you make out at all that there's a hair around that area?
Yeah. I do see a little. Yeah. So your guitar has a pubic hair. Wow.
Yeah, so he calls it the puper. So I actually went. He has a YouTube channel, and I went on his channel, and we talked about the pube burst.
It's
So
alive. It's a human. And
yeah.
it's a male. Is it a male? I guess women can have pubics too.
Oh God.
So you tune to E flat. I take it that's because you're a Kiss fan, so you got to tune to E flat when you're playing their songs. Because you notice Kiss,
Well,
I noticed Kiss plays down in D now. I was playing along to one of their recent songs, and I noticed they tuned down again. So
yeah. Whenever they play live, since actually how geeky is this, right? So I do tune to E flat, like if I'm ever playing around the house, because a lot of bands that I like
yeah,
would tune to E flat, but my band actually tuned to D.
okay,
Excuse me, and it's just because some of the vocals. I'm the singer of the band and the
yeah.
guitarist, but some of the vocals are in the sky, so
Mhm.
it makes
So
it
you
a
gotta hit.
bit
So it does make
easier.
it easier. I noticed that too when I used to tune down to D flat, like our old band. I noticed my vocals it was so much easier to hit certain highs, but I was never one that
Yeah,
tries to hit high notes. I'm just more of a low kind of singing sounding vocalist. Like I was inspired by the gothic singers and like the low type sounding voice, the Johnny Cash type of stuff. So
yeah. Well,
yeah,
I was always like fascinated on like Kiss tuning to D, and I always wanted to know. I wanted
mhm,
to pinpoint exactly what was the show that
yeah,
they decided to tune to D.
oh
And I
yeah,
did it one day. I put in the work and I pulled up like Setlist FM and YouTube,
uh
and I
huh,
went to like one show and then I YouTube the song and I
okay,
would do it until I found it. And
yeah,
it was, I don't know if you remember, they toured with Motley Crue in
oh okay,
2011.
that's right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was the very first show. Since then, they've always tuned to D. And I
Oh, wow.
wonder, has it got anything to do with the fact that Motley Crue tuned to D?
Oh yeah, yeah, because Motley Crue's
Because
always
they
tuned
did.
to D. Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
it used to be
Actually, I
frustrating
think they
trying to.
did until they got John Corabi. I think then they
Yeah.
tuned to standard.
Well, I know that, yeah, because Shout at the Devil was tuned to D because I always used to try to figure it out. Like I was like, why am I have to play it in the G position? But I know the song is open A, but it's like I had to you had to tune down to play it like that. And so yeah, so they always played in D. And I think a lot of that because Vince's voice is so high. Like I never knew that before, as long as I've been studying music. I didn't know
Yeah.
that that was a thing that vocalists would do until I did it myself. I was like, oh yeah, I guess it does make it easier to sing when you tune down low. And I guess the older you get, like Paul Stanley probably has to tune down a little bit just so he can hit those high notes because of his, he's aging, so it happens.
Yeah.
But
Battle Station Torpedo is asking, have I ever been to Dublin? Yes, I have been to Dublin. Have I ever been to Dublin, but to check out the Phil Lynott statue?
oh yeah,
Yeah, I have. I actually have a pretty cool story about that.
yeah,
Vicky Hamilton, who was the manager of Guns N' Roses and
oh
a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
of other.
I met her a few times in LA. She was really cool. Yeah,
Yeah, well, she did a book signing over here, so I
oh
went
yeah,
along to that, and I think she could kind of see that there were some people she could confide in, and he's a
hmm,
nice guy or she's a cool person, whatever.
yeah,
And she saw, I went on my own, and I was, I think, 19 at the time,
hmm,
and there were just a couple of us talking because you start talking to people and making friends, whatever,
yeah,
and just a
yeah,
couple of us there. And her friend tapped us on the shoulder and stopped the conversation. And she said, "We're all going out for Thai food. I don't know if you guys would be interested." And I'm going, "Yeah, I want to go."
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's why, like, I had dinner with Vicky Hamilton. But
yeah, yeah.
we went and we saw the statue as well on
Big
the way
ass.
to fill in it
Yeah.
statue.
Now that I remember, actually,
So
remember I think she even booked a show like that we were on, like because she used to do like a little thing at the Coconut Teaser every now and then. She would put on it was like a bunch of different local bands, and I remember we were on the bill on a couple of times. I think that's where I met her. Like obviously when she booked all the bands and we got to meet her and talk to her and stuff. And she was a cool lady. She was like,
She was pretty cool.
she's a
I
legend.
wanted to jump. Yeah, no, absolutely. But no, I wanted
Yeah.
to jump back into the podcast Rock City before I
Yeah.
dropped the bombshell that you dropped.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say was something that that I walked away with, like one of those sentences that made me go, okay, that's a takeaway from the interview that
Mhm.
Andrew Sgambati said was that whoever gave him the 3 terabyte hard drive, I don't know if you picked up on this, but he said that
Yeah.
whoever gave him that hard drive accidentally left a video of him getting the vault with Gene
Yeah,
Simmons.
I saw somebody had mentioned that. I didn't catch that in his interview, but 'cause I was watching off and on. But yeah, there's footage of Andrew in it that they left in it by accidentally that of him.
What I gathered from it was that whoever gave it to Andrew, like that guy was in it getting the vault from Gene, meaning
Oh,
that guy
okay.
is Sam Loomis.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's what I
Okay.
took.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I could be wrong, but that's what I
Yeah.
took from it. That Andrew knows who it is based on that vault footage.
Yeah. That's a good possibility.
I
Now
don't
we
know.
need
I
to see
thought it
it.
was a bit of
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, all I
Yeah.
want from that is just that.
Yeah.
Michael Greer is here. Hello, Michael.
Michael Greer. Familiar name. I think it's
Battle Station Torpedo is going to get the blue Creatures of the Night vinyl.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that too. I got the pre-order of the box set. I forked over to 300 for that. So, but I do want those blue vinyls too. So I'm thinking about getting that a little bit later as soon as I check my money, see if I got if I can afford it.
Some of
I
that
gotta,
stuff is getting a bit up there, isn't it?
yeah, gotta have it all, even if I got the
Yeah.
bootlegs.
I'm looking forward to hearing the a culmination of the live stuff from Creatures. I know it's
Yeah,
not like one show, but like the best
yeah.
of.
I was bummed that they did actually like everyone was saying that they did exclude Vinny's guitar solo. They put Eric Carr's drum solo in it. They put Paul Stanley, I think even his guitar solo in it, and I think Gene. But there's no Vinnie Vincent live, the live guitar solo that he does on the Creatures. Um, it's funny that
It's
they
been
would do that
annoying.
because they put them all over all the merchandise part of it, the posters and the postcards and everything else, but they took his guitar solo out.
I think
So
they'll just do what suits themselves.
yeah.
You
But thanks to Sam
know,
Loomis, we have 6 versions of it, or at least 3 or 4 versions, whatever.
you can buy it here at
Yeah,
samloomis.com.
yeah. But I would love to see it in the box set. Yeah, because if you go on iTunes, you can see everything that comes with because they have the whole thing on iTunes, the deluxe anniversary, and
yeah,
they have the one song what's the one song that they released so far, the one that Paul sings.
it's not
It's a
I
good
Still Love You, is it?
no, it starts with a B. Like it's a good song too.
Danger.
Breakaway.
Oh no, sorry, you're talking about Betrayed.
Betrayed, yeah, Betrayed, yeah, that's a good song, but that's the only one that's available to listen to on iTunes right now. Like, but they have you can see in gray like all of the songs that are on that deluxe box set that's coming, like even like the soundboards, the Creatures of the Night soundboard, and like I said, you see everything but Vinnie Vincent's guitar solo.
I don't think that's fair at all. Like either
Yeah,
do it or don't.
yeah.
And
Like I said,
at the end of the day, it is for the fans. Like I know that they're not fond of paying Vinny, but it is for the
yeah,
fans.
exactly. Huh?
Coey was thinking it was going to be Betrayed that Gene and Tommy wrote. I actually thought
Oh
it was
yeah.
the same as well.
So that song was already on
Betrayed.
some other album then, right? Like so that Betrayed song came from
From
different
Hot in the
album.
Shade.
Hot in the Shade. Okay, that's the one album I haven't heard of Kisses. Like that's one I always refuse to listen to, but I'm gonna listen to it eventually and get it. Same with Carnival of Souls. It's not that I never refused to listen to it. It just took me a long time to get in to listen to it. But the reason why I have this thing about Hot and Shade is just I don't like the album title and I don't like the album cover. I just think it's kind of just too for one, Hot in the Shade. I was like, okay, that's so cliche of a title.
Yeah.
And then the Pharaoh with the sunglasses, it looks like a really bad Photoshop. Which I guess Photoshop was very young at that time, if that's what they used, but still.
Yeah, I'd say they even used whatever was before that.
So, but I'm sure the album is good. I just gotta get myself into the mood to buy it. I gotta add it to my collection eventually. That and Crazy Nights, but those are
I'd give it an honest listen if I were you, because now it does get a lot of shit, because it is a bit of a some people claim it's their Bon Jovi album.
Yeah, is Put the X in Sex on that album, or is that on Crazy Nights?
No, it's the same time frame. It's that's from Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. The
Oh,
one
okay, yeah.
before it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot they had that album too. Yeah.
Same kind of stuff though.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
kind.
Same
You
kind of
know.
like vibe or whatever.
Right. Well, what I will say is this is the only reason that I had the live stream. Like this was it
Yes.
until
Drum roll.
Mr. Eric Fulmer over here decided to, or maybe not decided, but you came out with a bombshell of a statement. I believe yesterday, was it? Or like yesterday evening?
Yeah, was it about you talking about that movie trailer?
Yeah. I didn't know
Sam
that was
Loomis?
going to be.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I got an email and I tried to email this person back to just to say, hey, who are you? Whatever, what's going on with this? And now the email's like defunct. Um, so I got the email and I noticed that they used the clip of of when Roy called my office the very first time after we got in that little battle. Because that when you hear that person talking on the phone, that's Roy calling my office. So,
Okay.
and I've had posted that in the Kiss Army's Revenge group. So whoever made this film or is making this film, if it's going to be a real film, because I've always said in the past, if I say, hey, this whole Sam Loomis thing would make a good movie, probably even make a good documentary. So there's obviously somebody out there who's really skilled at filmmaking. Maybe they thought, okay, let's do it. And
Yeah.
so they're obviously gathered, they're doing their homework and they must be getting stuff out of the group and maybe just talking to other people. It looks to me like it's going to be a movie about trying to expose Gooch and everybody else. So more than it is about Sam Loomis. So that's what I because then I saw it on YouTube, this network or whatever it's called, what night thing. I saw them in the chat last night on the PRC. They're called Night something films or something. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah, I can't
Night,
think of the name, but I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
Nightshade Films or something, and I guess they have that channel. They have that video up on their YouTube as well. And so, but I got it emailed to me. I was like, okay, this is okay. Who's this and what is this? But and then when I posted it, Andrew was like, he messaged me, he's like, or he even put it in the comments. He's like, Eric, fix this. That's not me. And I'm thinking like, what's he mean by that? Like, I didn't say nothing about Andrew being the one that made this. and so, but he
Yeah.
said Andrew messaged me on Facebook and said that he's getting hammered by other people saying that they think he's the one that made the film. I can tell you for a fact, I don't think it's him. I have an idea who I think it is, but I don't know if I want to say it just because I don't want to. If this guy wants to stay anonymous, I don't want to ruin it for him. Maybe he'll come out when he's ready to come out, whoever's making it. But I'm pretty positive that it's not Andrew because, again, he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who just wants to be involved in all this stuff. It seems like Andrew just wants to get on with his life and just kind of continue to make his Kiss films the way he does and just get out of this whole Sam Loomis thing. That's the vibe I'm getting from the dude. So I don't think he'd go so far as to try to make a documentary on this whole thing, like it just doesn't seem like his style from what I get to know.
I do think it's all timeline. Like it's all things are kind of hitting at the right times or maybe the wrong times for Andrew.
Yeah, the timing is I think what's making it even more convincing that it could be him and all this stuff, like because of the whole timing of it all, and especially after him dropping that little bombshell about the 3 terabytes and then
well, I mean, if you think about it, he's not Kiss through the years. That's Necromonium. What did Andrew do? The greatest show on earth and things like that.
And those two are, and they're both known as the best two on YouTube, right? As far as making kind of cool Kiss films.
They're really good.
Yeah. Because I know Necronomium. I used to watch his stuff, and then I was really into his, but sometimes I couldn't finish all of them at once. And I guess now I guess the only way you can watch them is on his website. But because I remember the first one, it was like only an hour long, but then it got to where they were 2 or 3 hours long. It's like,
I remember.
But I really loved the way he did it because he's using like the audio book from and using it like Paul Stanley audio book and then telling the story and showing the visual. And I thought, wow, that's pretty creative. And for him to be able to
actually Andrew did some voiceover for that as well.
And he did? Okay, cool. Yeah. So they obviously must work together on some things, and it sounds like they have a mutual respect for each other's work. The way Andrew was talking about him last night, talking about his channel getting shut down, and so yeah. And
well, I was even speculating like after the fact that he said, because I had watched some of his and I mean Andrew's, I had watched some of his videos. I forget what he calls them. When he goes through, I think it is The Greatest Show on Earth, when he goes through a certain time period of the band.
Yeah.
And I'd see some footage that I'd never seen before. And I was always wondering, at that time, where the hell did that come from? And then the fact that he's saying I had the terabytes, and now that he's made the Rock and Roll All Night video, and then we see the trailer for Sam Loomis. I think it's all just looking like
it's all like kind of just all together, right? Yeah, and who knows, maybe Andrew used some of his terabyte footage to make that Rock and Roll Night video. It looks to me, I thought maybe he used whatever, when Sam Loomis dropped that last Gene Simmons video, it looks to me like he used parts of that and then added whatever he did to it. But then Andrew said last night that he hasn't put any of his footage out. He's got that 3 terabytes, but he hasn't shared with anybody. He doesn't put anything out. But that's just him saying that. But I tend to believe him. But who knows? I just look at it like this. It's his footage. I guess he could do whatever he wants with it. Like I don't know. Like I would love. That's why I want Gooch to come out and talk and say, if you sold this to people, then did you make an agreement with them that they're not allowed to post it on YouTube or make fan films out of the footage? I mean, if I bought something off you, I should have the right to do whatever I want with it, whether I want to resell it or make or give it away for free. That should be my call, unless there's an agreement like an NDA signed or something. And if it was stolen, if Gooch says it was stolen from him, then show us, come out and talk about it. Say how did it happen? How did it get stolen from you? It's like, it's crazy.
I know it's a bit of a strange one. And do you think that documentary will see the light of day, or do you think it's just kind of a let's see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, it could be just somebody who just did like a little mock trailer just for the fun of it. But then when you look at the description, the way they posted it on their YouTube, it kind of looks like it's something that they got going into work. So I guess I'll know, like, obviously they're gathering information. Maybe they'll reach out to me or somebody and want everybody to weigh in. It depends on where they're going to go with the documentary. Are they going to talk about Sam Loomis or try to uncover who Sam is? Or are they going to just talk about the Gooch conspiracy and Roy Dam and all those guys? Obviously they used a clip that I had posted on my revenge group of Roy calling my phone at work. So again, they're doing their homework at least and gathering, because I was early on when that whole thing was going on between me and Roy. I was not shy about, and I was very transparent about the things that were said to me and what I was saying to them. I was showing people my emails from them. I would show people my emails from Sam Loomis. Like, I was just trying to be transparent. I wasn't trying to get any kind of like attention or try to get some kind of popularity or whatever. It's just, I just wanted people to know, here's what's going on. And here's why I made this group in the first place. The reason why I made the group in the first place, because I didn't even know Sam Loomis was ever going to come back. I just thought, hey, let's have a group where everybody can just share those videos that they downloaded from that first wave. And we can all just share them in there and not have to worry about getting shut down on YouTube. We could just, nobody could fuck with us on Facebook. And we could all just kind of have fun watching those videos, because we didn't know Sam Loomis was going to come back. And then all of a sudden he comes back, and that's when things started getting all crazy. It's like,
It's crazy, like to think, before all of this, we were talking about Paul Stanley lip syncing, and
right,
like in a sense, the kind of negative stuff. Like, and now it's like we've had like 7 Christmases all at once. Like
I was gonna ask you about that. So did you see that Paul Stanley interview with Howie Mandel?
Oh, I thought it was so cool. That actually got me into Howie Mandel's channel. I hadn't watched it before.
Yeah, me too. And I thought it was really good. The thing that struck me was like Paul Stanley saying that about not wanting to make no more Kiss music, and I was thinking, like, how can you be like a musician? And because when I pick up my guitar, every time I pick up my guitar, I have a new riff or a new melody that just kind of comes out of nowhere. Like, I'm constantly always writing. Like, how could he say that he can't write any more music that's going to compete with his past, and unless he really is thinking about, like, well, it won't sell, I can't make money, so what's the point of making new music? I think it's more of a reason to make new music, because now he's already proven everything. Kiss has already proven that they got great songs and great hits and everything. They don't need to have a charting album anymore. They could just put out music that they love to do, and fans are going to eat it up. But they might not get a bunch of new fans off the new music, but they don't have to do that. They don't have to get any more new fans. They're going to come no matter what. But just put out the music just for the love of doing it. Like, because I would think, like, if you're a musician and you're still picking up that guitar every night, then you got creative juices flowing through you. Put that stuff recorded in the studio and just put it out. Even if they just did like a single or two every now and then, that'd be kind of cool,
Well, like I heard someone bring up the point. I agree with everything that you said, by the way. But I heard someone bring up the point of, do you really think that when Paul McCartney puts out a new album, that he's gaining new fans from that album? Like, no.
I mean, in a way, he kind of gains me, because I think when I didn't buy the new album, but when I hear it, I think, wow, this is really good sounding. Like, I remember the album he put out last year or whatever. I was thinking, wow, this is actually really good. Now, did I buy it? No, but I was actually a fan of it. But like, again, Paul McCartney is someone else that doesn't have to prove anything. He doesn't have to get new fans. He's got all the money in the world, all the fans in the world, And he's just putting out music because he loves to do it. And I think that's what Paul Stanley should do. Just put out the music because you love to do it. I mean, he's already doing what Soul Station, and he's doing something that he loves. He's not obviously concerned that that's going to sell a million records or not. He's just so take that same passion and love that you're doing with Soul Station and put it in this, a new Kiss album while you're still alive. You know?
Yeah, I get the sense that it comes down to him, and I
Yeah.
think that I think that he doesn't want to put out more Kiss
Yeah.
music. I don't think he has a drive for it.
That's what
Obviously,
it
he
seems
has a
like.
drive for the Soul Station stuff.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I'm thinking, damn, it sucks because I think they still have at least one pretty good album in their one or two even maybe, that they
Yeah,
can
and
actually
there
do.
were rumbles. I remember there being rumbles around 2014 of
Hmm.
Gene. I don't think Paul said anything, but I would buy like over here we get like Kerrang and
Hmm.
what else? Metal Hammer and different magazines like that. And
Yeah.
I remember like Gene saying stuff like, "I'm working on stuff for a potential new Kiss release," and he named a song that ended up being on Ace's solo album.
Mm.
"Your Wish Is My Command" is
Oh
what it
yeah.
was, and he gave it to Ace afterwards, like years later. But
Oh
I
cool.
remember thinking, like, I'm hyped for a new Kiss album, and then it just never happened.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
think
I
they're
do
gonna
think they
surprise
have it
us.
in.
I think they're gonna surprise us and give us one, I bet. Because it's think about it, next year's their 50th anniversary. They got 100 more shows. It's gonna probably bleed into that. They're gonna probably make a big deal out of that. It's gonna be we're gonna see a big old giant celebration of 50 years of Kiss, if they're gonna count from starting in 73 as opposed to starting when their first album came out. Depends on some bands like to consider their anniversary when their first album came out. Some bands it's when they formed. I think they're gonna go with when they formed, which is 73, I would imagine. And put out a
Yeah,
big 50th anniversary. And I think maybe, and if anything, maybe drop a greatest hits of 50-year anniversary greatest hits, and then add like two new songs or something. I would be cool with that if they don't have to do a
I
full
would
album.
be. Yeah, I'd be on board with it if there were new songs.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think like
yeah.
we've had in the last, I think in the last 7, 8 years, we've had multiple Kiss
Hmm.
greatest hits albums. Like I know there's
Yeah.
been Kiss 40.
Yep.
There's Kiss 40, and then they put out what was it called, Kisteria or something like
Yeah.
that. It's the four faces of them.
Yeah. They're like
Uh,
Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden does that same thing. It's like it takes 5 years for a new studio album, but in between those 5 years, you're getting like a live album, another live album, a greatest hits album, another greatest hits album, another live album. It's like
yeah, like just
crazy.
stop, because
Uh-huh.
like okay, so you're saying that new material isn't going to sell, so you're going to just keep pumping out greatest hits albums and keep
Yeah.
selling us Love Gun. And
Yeah, yeah, keep selling Love Gun over and over again, but,
how many Love Guns do you need?
right? Yeah, so
But I would love like it. There was a cool comment brought up there. It's who is it? It's Michael Greer. So he says there should be an album with every member that's still alive.
yeah,
So
that
eight
would be
people
cool.
could be an awesome thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was even thinking about it because you know that Vinny contributed into a lot of the songwriting
Mhm.
in like Creatures and Lick It Up, but also on Revenge. So I
Yeah.
think if you had maybe if you right, don't pay Vinny for playing on it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But if you threw Vinny into the mix in writing, so have Vinny and Bruce write some stuff with Gene
Yeah.
and Paul.
Yeah.
Have Bruce play on it, Ace play on it, Tommy and Eric.
Yeah.
Like we'd all eat it up, and I think that
Yeah.
they'd get different generations of fans buying it because
Oh,
of
they
the
would.
members.
Yeah, they would. They would definitely that would be a brilliant move on their part. And,
Oh, we got a cool question in the chat.
what's
So
that?
Desert Island, the three Kiss albums you'd want to have.
Oh, like if you're on a deserted island, the 3 Kids albums I'd wanna have. Oh, for
Yeah.
one, definitely a live one, Hotter Than Hell. And if I was gonna go with some new Kiss, I would have to say Psycho Circus, but if I wasn't gonna go with new Kiss, I'd probably go with, I think Rock and Roll Over, even though I like Destroyer better, but I think Rock and Roll Over would be the album I would take with Hotter Than Hell and Alive. Yeah. But that's hard
Yeah,
though because
that's
then I want Ace Frehley's solo album and Paul's solo album, and do I just, maybe somebody else is
just
on
the
that
best of the
island.
solo albums.
Yeah, maybe there's one other person hiding on that island somewhere we could trade or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Sam Loomis is on the island. I
Yeah, so,
want
hey
one
Sam, what you
terabyte.
got? What you got over there, brother?
I think I would go with. I'd have to have Dress to Kill. Would probably be my first one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dress to Kill is
Dress
a
to
great.
Kill, Rock and Roll Over, has to
Yeah,
be there.
yeah. Rock and Roll Over.
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. Yep, yep. That was your era of
Yeah,
Kiss, and you came in right. Yeah.
That was my era of Kiss, yeah. But since you also picked Rock and Roll Over, and we're sneakily looking over the
Yeah.
trees at each other and swapping,
Yeah.
I'll change my last one then. I won't go Rock and Roll Over. I'll pick. Do you know what? I think I'd go with Hot in the Shade.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I would.
Now you're gonna make me listen to the album more. It's like, okay, I gotta check it out.
It's cool, and there's a lot of people that would be into like heavier Kiss stuff, and they say the only song they can stand off Hot in the Shade is the last one, which is
Oh.
Boomerang.
Oh,
To
really?
me, it's like that's a perfect album if you cut off Boomerang. I hate
Oh,
Boomerang.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I would say to you, maybe start off on Boomerang.
Boomerang or okay.
Yeah, it's the last song. I think it is. To
Yeah.
me, it sounds like a big mess of like
Maybe I'll
riffs going through it, and
maybe I'll stream it on my way to work today. I'll on the bus. I'm always looking for new stuff to stream, so I'll put that on my iTunes and stream the whole album and see what I like about it. And maybe I'll buy
yeah,
it.
no, it is a long album. I can't think of what it
Yeah.
is exactly, but it's the CD era. It's when they first started putting
Yeah,
out
that's
CDs.
yeah, I
And
remember that when it came out. It was like, wow, this is a CD. And yeah, I don't know why. It's just like I said, it was always the album cover just turned me off. And plus, I started to check out of Kiss when they after like Asylum. That's when I kind of started checking out with Kiss. I was like, okay, you kind of
and did
started
you
getting into
listen to Asylum at that time?
yeah. And I listened to this, and I like because I think Asylum was like the last good album that I liked of Kiss, and then again now playing catch up, I'm going back and because that's what you do, and you'll probably notice this too when you get to be my age, you'll go back and listen to stuff that you thought was not that good back then, and you start thinking, wow, I guess it is actually really good because like you find out, I was listening to Grim Reaper, the Rocky to Hell. I bought that on vinyl, but when it came out
Yeah.
back in the '86 or '87, I was like, wow, this is cheesy. Like the album cover is cheesy, the video's cheesy, his hair extensions are cheesy and everything. And then but I'm hearing it now, I'm like, damn, this is a brilliant album. Why didn't I like this when I was a teenager? But
I want to say hi to Marty that's here. Marty McStravick is here. He's
Marty,
he's
what's up,
actually
Marty?
he's from the north of Ireland.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
he actually plays Paul in a Kiss tribute band over here called Hotter Than
Oh, yeah.
Hell.
So there's
Yeah,
different Ireland. Does different Irishmen have different accents, like how we do in the United States? We got guys that talk like this, and then you would imagine there's like different people from Ireland that talk like with a different accent.
Yeah, no, it's quite like me and Marty would pronounce different things quite differently. I actually stood in for I think 3 of their shows overall. I played bass with them as like the
cool.
demon. So
cool, yeah.
yeah, there was lots of slagging,
Yeah.
putting on the makeup and stuff. And you
I have
say
to check out
this, and
your-
I say that.
I have to check out. Does your band play original music too? Like you guys just do all Kiss stuff?
No, my band play only original stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Now we'll throw in like we do Livewire.
Now, do you have your stuff on iTunes and Spotify and stuff, or you just?
Yeah, we're everywhere. Like all the streaming stuff. It's Walker. Now the only bitch is it's Walker with a full stop in between each letter, kind of like Wasp.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So it's a long one to type, but you'll find it.
I'll check it out. I'll have to stream it when I get out of here on Spotify, iTunes. Yeah, probably on iTunes. Yeah, I think.
Well, is there anything that you would like to talk about before we wrap up? I don't know if you're because I'm watching the time because I know that you told me.
Yeah, I do got to head out here in a little bit. I think we covered quite a bit. Let's see. So we know that the trailer's out, and we don't know if it's going to be a real movie or not. We don't know who it's by. We have our speculations of who it could be by. I know it's not by Andrew, even though a lot of people are saying it is, but I'm pretty positive it's not Andrew, and it just doesn't to me. Like I said, it just doesn't seem like his style. To even do stuff like that, like why would he waste time making a documentary and all this when he's trying to get out of it and he just wants to make another cool Kiss fan film, and again, I don't think he's Sam Loomis because I don't think he's the type that would play that kind of game, but he just seems too serious to be able to like play that Sam Loomis game or whatever. Like I don't know, but somebody is Sam Loomis out there. We're gonna find out.
I don't think it's one person. What I mean by that is I don't think overall that it has.
I'm starting to think that too. I'm starting to think it's a network of people. Maybe whoever these buyers are that bought off Gooch or whatever. It's 3 or 4. If there was 10 buyers, then maybe it's 3 or 4 of them that were just rubbed the wrong way and say, "Hey, let's do this."
Sam Loomis, maybe.
Yeah, Sam Luminati. That's a good. He just coined a good one.
How long do you have left, Eric? Until you
a few minutes. At least half hour at least. So I'll have to leave out of here till 1:30.
I just saw something cool there in the chat. This is something that Coey wanted me to do for a while, and I will do I'll put a devoted effort into making a video about this. But while there's 2 guitar players here, What do you think about doing what Coey suggested, like a Kiss guess the riff or guess the
Oh yeah,
solo?
yeah, that would
On
be
the
kind of
spot,
cool.
what do you think?
Yeah,
Wanna
that
go
would
for
be
it?
kind of cool. There's like I think I know like 4 or 5 Kiss songs on guitar, but I could probably learn more, obviously, just by ear or whatever. Well, so I would play riff and you guess it. You play riff and I would
Yeah.
guess it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you do you wanna do it right now? We just grab a guitar and go for it.
Let me see. Well, I don't got my acoustic on me. It's
Well,
I
I'm
don't
the
know if you
same. I'm playing through an acoustic on
can you hear this?
I can, yeah.
This thing hasn't been in tune forever.
I swear to God, that sounded like "Rock You Like a Hurricane."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't got my pick. I don't know. Like, I don't know a whole lot of Kiss songs other than okay. What's this one? Everyone knows that. Heater's broke and I'm so tired. Need some fuel to build a fire. And it goes, cold in time. Wait, it doesn't start, and it goes, cold in time again. I like the one part goes, wait. I need a pick.
That bit.
Was that what it is?
Yeah, something like
That was
that.
actually one of the first covers we ever did. Okay, that's how you do it right there.
Okay, I'll give you one.
All right.
Now I think you're in standard.
I'm in standard, yeah.
Right, well, I'm in D.
You're in D?
Would you know much of Kiss's newer stuff? The last two?
No, probably not, yeah. I think I figured out I was trying to figure out Psycho Circuits the other day. Wait. Now I can't remember it. Hello. Here I am. Something like that. Here I am. Here in you. We are one. Na.
Okay, so you'd know the Psycho Circus album pretty well then, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite of the, I guess, Kiss comeback, I guess.
Okay, I've got one for you.
Okay. I wouldn't know every, play riff and if you know, and see if I can guess it. Oh, yeah. I'm really bad with song titles. I know what song it is, but it's
something like that.
I know. Whatever.
Coey is telling everybody to leave their answers in the chat.
Oh yeah, hotter than hell.
That is "We Are One."
Yeah, we are one. Yeah.
Or you
who sings that? That's Gene sings that song, right?
That's Gene, yeah. Or you know
yeah. What song is that? I'm bad with titles. I know the song. Yeah.
Into the Void.
Into the Void, yeah.
I think I'm messing it up for everybody now.
Oh, this one. Wait. That was one of the first songs I ever learned on guitar. Gotta tune it up. Rip it out. I think when I first got Ace Frehley's album, that was my favorite song. It was like when I was a kid. My grandma was like, "What are you singing about? Ripping out what? You're ripping out what?" Like, rip it out. I just run around the house singing that song.
J May had a request.
Mainline.
So one of my favorite Ace solos.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. Nice. Yeah, I never learned any bass solos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know it's like vibrato is like he has that kind of vibrato. Or he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the.
Yeah. That's badass.
Oh, would you know anything off the Crazy Nights album? Like, I mean, if I was to play it, would you know?
No. I'll probably play with something. I'll see.
Battlestar.
I probably heard that. I think the only hit I've heard off that. I think the only hit I've heard off that was the title track. Crazy, crazy nights.
Well, would you know this? That Bruce played with Eric Carr on the drum riser.
Huh. Oh, nice. Huh. No.
It's pretty cool. That's no.
Oh, is it? Okay. How about?
Yes. It is.
I really love you, baby. Wait. I know what you got. Let's get together. We can get hot. That song actually sounds cool acoustic.
Yeah.
Except for my thing's out of tune. I'm not going to try it. But I was trying an acoustic version of it one day and it sounded really good. Oh, yeah.
You must know that one.
Still Loving You, is that the title? I'm not really bad with titles, but it's Off Creatures of the Night, right?
You're close. I Still Love You.
I Still Love You, yeah. I'm like, Still Loving You, that's the Scorpions.
Daniel Gomez wants to hear this one.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, you know all the solos. I gotta learn all the guitar solos.
Pretty cool stuff.
You need my love, baby, oh so bad. You're the only one I love. That's all I know of that song. Except for they call me. Something like that.
Cody says, calling Dr. Sam.
Yeah, calling Dr. Sam. They call me Dr. Sam.
Calling Dr. Sam. Do you want to plug anything before we say goodbye?
Like to plug my butt. Just kidding.
Hey, you can if you want. We'll probably get more.
I know, right? Get it. Where's my butt plug? No. I don't know. Check out Death Cryptopia on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Check out Gen X Brothers podcast on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And join Kiss Army's Revenge. We want you. You know, we're growing. I think we got close to 700 members now. We're almost being a cult, a cult status. I'm your cult leader. like Roy Dam says, I'm some kind of cult leader.
Yeah,
I'm creating a movement of like 700 people. It's like, okay, dude.
People should also follow Gen X Brothers, is a podcast you do with your brother.
Yeah. We've been on a little bit on you can find it Spotify, iTunes, just wherever you listen to podcasts, everything. Anywhere Joe Rogan is at, that's where we're at too. We're just not as popular as Joe Rogan. So, but we were on a little bit of a hiatus. We took like 2 weeks off because my brother had to move to a new house and had to break everything down in his studio, and he's got to rebuild it back up and everything. So, but we're going to try to start taping again this Friday with a new episode that airs every Tuesday. You can catch Gen X Brothers, and we just talk about life living in the trailer park, growing up with the crazy stuff with our grandmother and our mentally ill mom, and just and then going to Hollywood and being in a band and living the Hollywood life, playing all the whiskey and the Roxy and the coconut teaser and all the club life,
Cool.
We tell a lot of stories like that and just cool stuff.
Before you go, Michael wants to know what was your first Kiss concert?
My first Kiss concert and my last, which unfortunately was my last because unless Kiss comes back, was the Dodger Stadium reunion tour, the reunion tour, but the Cycle Circus tour '98. So. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see them before that. You would think like, wow, how can you be a Kiss fan and only see them one time? It's like, well, I lived a lot of life drinking and doing a lot of drugs in my teen years, in my early 20s and 30s. And I just sort of missed out on a lot of stuff until I got sober. And then I was like, I was even drunk at the '98 concert. but I do remember it well because, and I always say, well, at least I got to see Kiss as the original four, and they were pretty much on top of their game. So yeah, that's cool. You got to see 1976, Michael. That was damn. Would have loved to have been there.
Cool.
I was 8 years old in '76, so yeah, I was too small to go to concerts.
I was minus.
Yeah, you were
I
minus.
was born in '96, so I was
Yeah.
minus 20.
If there's a reincarnation, you were some other life form somewhere else, probably. If reincarnation is real, maybe you were like a ladybug somewhere at the concert.
Maybe I am the real Sam Loomis in a different way.
Maybe you're the real. I think you are, dude. I think you. That's why you've been having me on your show.
I sometimes think I am Sam Loomis as well.
Yeah, I think you are. I'm gonna call the feds.
My first Kiss gig was Dublin. It was 2010. They played on the Sonic Boom tour. So
nice.
That's my little and not my last. I had two since then, and hopefully I have. And
we do gotta do an album. We do gotta do an album ranking one of these days. I think it'd be cool because you're considered Generation Z, right? Or generation because you're 25. I was looking at. Would you be considered millennial or Generation Z?
I think so. What would Generation C would be before, or Z would be before millennial, right?
Yeah. So 1997 is when between 1997 and 2000 something is Gen Z. When were you born? Like
96.
96. Yeah. So maybe I think you might be right on the borderline of generation or millennial and Generation Z. So it'd be kind of cool because Kiss ranking, like your top Kiss albums, my top Generation X versus Generation Z or millennial, and see where
we'll have to have like an argument, like one of those social media.
Yeah. See where we land. Yeah, fuck that guy, man. Like, he don't know shit, man.
I'm coming for you, Eric.
Yeah, like a little pre-planned feud.
This is all just Kiss wrestling, is what it is.
Yeah, Kiss wrestling, WWE with Kiss.
Well, look, I think if I'm not mistaken, you have to leave. Am I right?
Yeah, I should start getting ready to head out and go bust the grind.
Okay.
Anyone don't know out there, I do alcohol and drug counseling. You would think I was not sober the way I act sometimes, but yes, I'm a rocker by day and counselor by night, but I'm still a rocker 24/7. I think I'm the only. Yeah, I think I'm the only counselor that does alcohol and drug counseling in Oregon that listens to heavy metal, black metal, satanic metal, Christian metal. Sometimes you'll Striper or whatever, Kiss. It's like. Because everybody else in all my colleagues or whatever, they all listen to like Celine Dion and like, new age music and stuff like that, calm and peaceful stuff. It's like, I gotta have chaos,
And you're listening to cold gin.
Yeah. He's listening to some cold gin. Like Paul Stanley always lies about drinking. Like I like when he was like, yeah, I had some whiskey. And it's like, come on, dude, no, you didn't. I heard like one show he was playing in Mexico or something, and he was like, yeah, we had some of that Mexican tequila. It's like, yeah, sure you did, Paul.
Yeah, no, you didn't. They asked you and you refused it, Paul.
Yeah, right. He's just trying to play to the crowd.
Wants to know sorry, he's asking if I have my Ace 300. I have like a knockoff Ace 300. I don't know if you know, in '97 they put out like his signature Les Paul for him with like lightning bolts as inlays.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a guitar you can actually play, like a guitar you can actually play, like a.
No, I say it's a guitar I can actually play, but it's a fake Les Paul, so it's kind of like
a replica in a sense, but you could actually play it.
Or but I mean, it plays to the best of its ability, which isn't isn't the best,
Yeah, for being a cheapie, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, look, I had a blast.
Yeah, me too. This was fun. We covered some good ground. I don't know if we answered any questions that are out there. The mystery still continues, it seems like, as far as.
Yeah, well, we did touch on, like, I guess we can say that everybody's up to speed.
Yeah.
Like, this is, unless there's anything you want to drop on me right now.
I think that's let me check my Facebook. It seems like there's a new message every fucking.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's like a million pings a minute.
Yeah. Holy shit! I'm just kidding. It doesn't look like anything new.
As you said, we'll have to do like an album ranking, or we can do different topics and.
Yeah, we'll think of something, brainstorm it or so, and then come up with something cool.
My brother Lee is watching he says good morning from Australia. He's over there,
nice.
living over there.
That's your actual brother, your blood brother?
He's my brother, but he's also my actual brother.
Oh yeah, cool. Hell yeah. from Australia.
He was actually saying to me he was going to try and get up early and watch it.
Oh yeah, oh cool.
Yeah, so he must have slept in to like 6 a.m. over there or whatever.
Is Lee a musician too? Is he a Kiss fan and musician too?
Lee is a Kiss fan. Lee is like Guns N' Roses would be his Kiss.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Okay,
But
cool.
no, he is a musician as well. He plays guitar.
Nice, yeah.
Lee says he's the best brother.
Oh yeah, he's the best one. Okay, cool. You guys have to do a battle one day.
Yeah.
Battle. Hey, that's what we should do. We should do a guitar battle one of these days. You'll probably blow me away on the solos though.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Who's better? Yeah.
See, you have that right arm thing that I don't have. I'm more of like a rhythm player, whereas I think you have more of the. I don't know what they would call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my rhythm's it never has been as good as I guess my solo playing. I don't know. It's always off and on. I'm a sloppy player, but that's because I've always listened to sloppy players like Eric Clapton and Richie Blackmore. Those are like my favorite. I like to hear that raw bum note every now and then. You know, when sometimes when a guitar player is playing too clean, and it just kind of turns me off a little bit. You know, but there's some guys I like Steve Vai is perfect. You know, he plays clean, but I also like the rawness of like Yngwie Malmsteen when he gets really raw and nasty on his guitar. So it just gets crazy.
I know. Yeah. I'll throw that one up just for shits and giggles. That's the last one that we just got.
Kicked in the cooch.
Okay, well, look, thanks everybody for joining.
Yes.
And thank you, Eric, for coming on again.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. Looking forward to doing it again one of these days. That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. So take care and enjoy your day. And
you too, brother.
It's my first time using StreamYard, so hopefully I'm not taking a crap and this is still streaming.
Yeah. And I do apologize for those technical issues in the beginning, everyone.
That's fine. I was saying actually when you were gone, I was saying that you turned a 40-minute video into an hour-long video.
Yeah, to an hour-long video. Yes. All about the ratings, man.
Yeah, and Koyas, are we going to stream again? I am going to stream again. I'm hoping you'll join me sometime as well.
I might stream again this Sunday or so. I was going to try to do one yesterday, but with all that, with Andrew being on PRC, and then I had company over entertaining a host or hosting some entertainment or some guests or whatever from California. So looks like we'll probably do a stream next week, and looks like we covered everything anyway. So that I wanted to cover like yesterday. So me and you covered it. Seems here like we did that here. So that's good. So who knows? But there's always going to be breaking news throughout the week, and we'll have so much to talk about coming up, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, thanks everybody, and we'll see you all again soon. All of those peace signs, double ringo.
Peace, and horns up and peace out is what I like to say.
See you later, Eric.
All right, you too, brother. All right, see ya. Okay.